Hello and welcome to the July 2020 Weekly Wonder. In this video, we're going to be talking about butterflies and caterpillars. What it means to be a caterpillar, what it means to be a butterfly. I'll be sharing an inspirational quote by Trina Paulus. And I'll be using these notes. The Weekly Wonder videos are something I started 9 years ago as a way of, like a public speaking exercise, to stop saying for example. I recorded 50 or so videos, and now I started to re-record them 5 years ago. And maybe a year, I don't know, sort of a little way into that, I decided to record them every year. So this is 2020, year of coronavirus, Black Lives Matter, and Donald Trump. And I expect to finish these videos in 2041. So let's look at the quote that I'll be talking about a little bit. How does one become a butterfly? You must want to fly so much that you are willing to give up being a caterpillar. How does one become a butterfly? You must want to fly so much that you are willing to give up being a caterpillar. Trina Paulus. Trina was lovely. Trina is alive. And she contacted me a few years ago about the first video I recorded sharing her words, and she was thankful for it, and I was very flattered. I came across all of these quotes via my self-help site, selfhelpcollective.com, a guru-free website, and I just found words that I liked, like these words by Trina Paulus, but I had no idea about who wrote those words often. So through just finding words like that, I came across the wisdom of Albert Einstein, Galileo, Rumi, and Trina Paulus. Anyway, get back to the script. How does one become a butterfly? You must want to fly so much that you are willing to give up being a caterpillar. To give up being a caterpillar. Trina Paulus. I have some notes. So let me refer to the notes. What does it mean to be a butterfly? What does it mean to be a caterpillar? Let's start with that. This is a metaphor, but let's start with that. It's COVID-19 time. Many people are resolving to do life differently. Rush less, do less, think less. That could be what a butterfly looks like to that particular person. It could be living in line with God. You know, if you're religious, if you're a Muslim or a Christian. It could be living much more in a line with God. Or it could be more in a line with the universe. Or consciousness. It could be being the true you, authentic you, real you. That could be what being a butterfly means to you, maybe. It could be being fully okay as the wonderful fuck up that you are. Could be. Meaning that you don't want to be a butterfly. What does it mean to be a butterfly to you? What does it mean? I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking at the mic. I'm looking at myself. Now I'm looking at you. Sorry. What does it mean to be a butterfly to you? What does it mean to be a caterpillar? From my point of view, I started selfhelpcollective.com because I've been reading a lot of self-help books. And I've been reading a lot of self-help books because I felt unhappy. A lot of anxiety, worry, not very good at relationships, didn't feel I had the power to get the girl. A lot of life didn't make sense to me. Self-help. So I guess from my point of view, initially, the butterfly was why Stephen, understanding Stephen. Stephen that gets it, Stephen that gets the girl, or the great job, or the great career. I'm not a big fan of self-help anymore. I think there's something a little bit addictive about it, and you end up sort of chasing the finger rather than what the finger points at, if you understand what I mean, and you can end up getting confused. But latterly, the last few years, I've noticed anxiety, worry, anxiety. So I guess I could say that my butterfly would be to be less anxious, less of a worrier, more open, more loving. I've also decided today, believe it or not, to consider being coached by a person called Owen Cook. A very alive man. Maybe that's what being a butterfly means to me, to be alive, to be full, to share, to be wrong, to be right, to offend people, to not offend people, to be lovely, to be kind, to get it wrong, to get it right, to learn. But to do all that brightly. So I've kind of decided, somewhat out of the blue, to consider working with a man called Owen Cook, just from watching a video, a very alive video by him today. I don't want to be him, but I'd like to be alive like him. And maybe that will help me become a butterfly, and maybe I'm tired of not being alive, and maybe I'll risk being seen by him. The weaknesses, the flaws, what keeps me small, the thoughts that keep me small that I keep on believing. Maybe I'll take that risk. I don't know. But maybe that's the desire to fly so much that Trina Paulus talks about. Maybe. For some reason that I can't really explain, but that makes complete sense to me, I'm not really a believer in free will anymore. So I don't know how one becomes a butterfly. It happens. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Do I decide to become a butterfly? Do I decide to want it so much, to want to give up being a caterpillar? Do I just suddenly decide that? I don't know. I really don't think it's in our power, actually. But let's say I get coached by Owen Cook. Oh, it's probably going to take me in the right direction. Probably. If I go with it, maybe I'll back out. I don't know. I like the quote. It seems to empower us. It seems to say, like, if you want the right man in your life, give up hanging around the wrong men. That kind of makes sense. If you want the right job, stop tolerating the wrong job. Kind of makes sense. It kind of does. But it's just this point where we decide, where we suddenly, oh yeah, I've stopped liking that, I'm going to start liking this. It seems that we decide it, but I don't buy that. I just don't. But still, I seem to have decided to be coached by Owen Cook today. I don't know if I'll do it, but we will see, because I guess if I do get coached by him, you'll notice in these videos. Next one coming up, July 2021. Oh, I'm still looking at the wrong thing here. You're very compelling. This is my blue microphone. It's very compelling to look at. I should be looking there. What does it mean for you to be a butterfly? What does it mean for you to be a caterpillar? Just contemplating that's useful, I think. As long as we're kind in that contemplation and caring and loving. And the fact that you're watching this video, there's some kind of movement towards a place that you're less familiar with. Moving out of your comfort zone, learning more about yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, showing up more in the world. Or maybe there's just a curiosity. You just decide to be a bit more curious. Let's see if I can look at things a bit differently. Maybe that's what being a butterfly means. To be able to listen to everyone, to be curious about everyone, and not just to sort of label people racist, bigots, misogynists, leftists, rightists, communists, socialists, capitalists, religious, non-religious, atheists, non-atheists, blah, blah. All these labels kind of cut us off from people, I think. Maybe you're watching this video and you're just a little bit more curious about yourself, the darkness in you, the darkness in other people, the lightness in other people, the lightness in you. Who knows? Have a think about what it means to be a caterpillar, what it means to be a butterfly. And see how true these words are for you. Okay? Because this video has gone on a bit too long. Here we go. How does one become a butterfly? You must want to fly so much that you are willing to give up being a caterpillar. Trina Paulus. My name is Steve M. Nash, and you can find my videos on this channel or on selfhelpcollective.com, Guru Free Self-Help website. I'm not a fan of self-help anymore, but there's some interesting stuff there. You can also find my videos at smnash.com, a site about the inside-out understanding. I'm not a massive fan about the inside-out understanding anymore, but there's still a load of good stuff there. Thank you for watching and for putting up with my slightly quirky ways of doing videos. I haven't done one for a year. I've kind of got out of the habit of it. Tune in this time next year for another weekly wonder. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Have a great coronavirus year if you can, and enjoy. Thank you. Bye-bye.